I'm McKenna.
I'm Matt.
And this is our love story. We've been dating for 4 years.
Yep.
Yeah. How would you describe how we met? We met,
We met working at Roundup.
Yeah, so I met his sister through a family friend, and she helped me get a job at where he was working, which is like a local feed store here in town. And as soon as I started working there, everyone told me that, like, oh, you better watch out for Matt. He's your age. You better watch out for Matt, because we were both the youngest working there. And as soon as I met him, I was like, oh, God, this is going to be trouble. Like, I don't know. I had never had that experience with anybody.
Yeah, my sister told me, because the guy she was dating at the time was like a family friend almost. And my sister had told me, if he can get someone as beautiful as her, like, now it's your turn, you know? And I was like, okay, like, challenge accepted.
Little did she know he was going to get me.
Yeah, exactly. I got who she was talking about.
Yeah. He used to tease me at work all the time. It was kind of like a joke. We were work husband and wife, I guess.
Yeah, we were.
Anytime he would walk down an aisle, I'd walk down the opposite aisle, because every time I would see him, I would just get this smile on my face. It looked like I slept with a hanger in my mouth, and I just couldn't control it. And it was so annoying, because I always like to be in control.
Yeah.
So I'm like, couldn't control my face at all.
I would always try to go down the aisle she was on, just so that I could bump into her and talk to her. But she would always go halfway down the aisle, turn around, and then she was gone. And I was like, all right, I get the hint, okay?
We both lived on opposite sides of town, too, and I would drive the West Side Parkway, even though I lived off of White Lane, because I knew he drove the West Side Parkway, so we could, like, stay with each other the whole time.
Yeah.
And
I never knew that until she said something.
Yeah, my mom would always ask me, why are you driving way out of, like, nowhere just to get home? And I'm like, no reason. I just want to drive by the high school.
The scenic route. You probably told her the scenic route.
Scenic route.
Yeah. Our best memories of dating, we've got some really good memories. Lots of laughs. 100%. Lots of laughs. Usually, like when we go out to dinner, she always makes me blush. And I hate blushing. She makes me blush a lot.
He's really easy to scare, too.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh. It's super funny. Like, I'll get home from work, and I'll just be really, really quiet coming in, and he'll be, like, doing something like cleaning, and I'll jump up behind him, and he screams like a girl, and it's so funny.
Yeah.
I just can't help but, like, laugh, and he gets so mad at me.
She's like a little ninja. You would never know.
He gets one on me, too. He sleep talks, so that's fun. I get army screamed at.
Yeah,
sleep.
I don't remember any of it either.
No.
So, like, I'll wake up and she'll have a new video of me, like, telling her how expensive stuff is. Like,
yeah, he'll be like, oh, 9mm ammo, $22.95. I'm like, oh, okay, nice. Or one day I was like, hey, are you awake? And he's like, yeah, I'm awake. And I'm like, oh, really? What's my name? And he's like, Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. I'm like, got it.
Yeah,
cool.
It's pretty funny.
So our proposal story.
Yeah. So basically, I had wanted to propose to her for a while. And then finally I figured, okay, I set a date. Like, okay, Christmas, like Christmas Eve, when all the family's together. I do it when everyone was together. So what I did was her poppy, her grandfather, had just passed away like 2 years ago. So basically, I figured I would do it at her grandma's house, because that's where all the memories are. So basically,
made me cry already.
I know. So basically, she was sitting in her poppy's chair, and we were all opening gifts. And then at the very end, she opened...
The gift he gave me, though.
Yeah.
My mom had already shown me this plaque.
Kind of gave it away a little bit.
2 days before.
Yeah,
so I opened it, and I'm like, why'd you wrap it? You already showed it to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And then I saw the note.
Yeah, there was a note, like a love note, and then she opened it and there was a ring. Yeah, and then I just asked if she wanted to be my wife.
Most people would be like, oh, that's kind of basic, but it's special to us. My poppy.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like my second dad. So when he passed away, I remember that's when I fell in love with him more, because he never really got to meet him or talk to him.
Yeah.
And I remember when it was all over, and after we left the hospital, he's like, my biggest regret is not being able to meet him. And I mean,
Yeah.
I already know what he would have said. He would have been like, "Are you sure? You sure you want to marry into this family? We're all a little crazy, senile at times."
I would have said, "Oh yeah, I'm definitely sure. I'm definitely
He
sure."
would have loved you.
Yeah, I know he would have. I know.
I'm very excited about the wedding. I'm mainly excited for the planning process to be over.
Yeah, she's a planner. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. After we started planning, I was like, maybe Vegas would have been better.
Yeah.
Given how, this whole process has gone.
Yeah.
We started planning, actually, funny story. We started planning in November, even though we got engaged in December.
So
I
she
like to
kind of
be
knew
a little
it was
bit of
coming.
ahead of a game. I mean, we've known each other for 7
Yeah, like
so
we've known each other for 7 years.
And we've been dating for 4,
Yep.
so I'm like, well, it's about time. So if you're not going to marry me, we might as well just plan a wedding, and
Yeah.
that's when you know we're going to get married, whether you propose or not.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm actually really excited about the wedding, but I'm also so nervous because there's gonna be like 220 people there, and like I hate being the center of attention. So like I'm gonna be standing up in front of all those people, just like, "Hi, how you doing?"
He's not very he's social, but he gets stage fright.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I really do. Yeah.
I would define love as
Yeah, let's pause right there. I heard that big old truck just pass by.
You're good.
gotta love it.
Well, let's go ahead and start again.
I define love as, I mean, there's so many definitions, and it's
really
different for
is.
everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, I just knew, like, it's just a feeling you have, and like, I mean, people date, but you know when that you meet your person, and like,
Exactly.
some people don't believe in soulmates, but I knew as soon as I met him, like, just him walking down the aisle with a mop bucket, meeting him for the first time, and he smiled at me, I was like, crap, I'm gonna marry you.
Yeah, what's crazy is I thought the same thing too.
And
yeah.
I don't know, it was like an instant attraction.
Exactly.
And it just grew from there, and I define love as our love.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's true. Yeah.
you get it once in a lifetime, and if you have it, hold on to it.
Yep. It's like doing anything for you, like that's love. Yeah. And vice versa. And that's our love story. Yeah.